It's me, Ed. Welcome out to the hot spot. It is week 6 on the hot spot, and we have a great topic tonight to talk about. So I'm gonna get right into it because I want to get everything out, but I don't want this video to be like extra long. So we're going to get right into it. I picked 5 questions that I believe that everyone should ask on before they get serious and into their feelings. So if you're dating, single, courting, and engaged, very important questions to ask that I feel as though will really be able to weed out if he's the one or not. So question number 5 is, how does he handle conflict? If this man popping off at the mouth, getting angry every time something don't go his way, you really need to run for the hills, because you cannot submit to, you're going to have to submit to that. You're going to have to, be led by that man. So when things are not going his way and things is not going to go right, it's not going right, and he's so quick to cuss you out or just want to run away from the problems, that's not a man that's ready to lead you. So ask him, how do you handle conflict? How do you handle rough times? Because in marriage, it's going to be tough times. It's going to be tough times. So ask them, how do you handle conflict? Number 4 question. Number 4 question. Are you whole? Is he cleansed? Is he purified? Is he living in righteousness? Is he living in holiness? Did he allow God to cleanse him of all soul ties? Marriage is not 50-50. Relationships is not 50-50. It's 100%, 100%. God said it is good for man, not to be alone and to have a helpmeet. But man had to be whole first. When Eve came out of Adam, Adam was whole. Adam was good being by himself and working in his purpose. So is he whole? You don't got time to be filling voids and trying to fill shoes of ex-girlfriends. So ask him, are you whole? Are you cleansed? Are you free of your past? Number 3 question is, what is your God ordained purpose, and how are you working in it each day to get to your destiny? Very important question as well. A man must know his vision, because as a woman, we have to help push him into his greatness, push him into his destiny. So if he do not understand what he's here to do on earth, it's going to be hard for us to push him into his greatness, into his destiny, because we're going to use so much time trying to get him to see it. So if a man does not know what his God ordained purpose is, I will suggest that you kind of pray for him. Let it be more ministry than a relationship type thing, and just allow God to work on him. And it's some people that do know what their God ordained purpose is, but then they're not working in it. So he needs to be active in it. He needs to activate that faith, activate that destiny. What is he doing each day? Are you going home writing that book? Are you going home working on that publishing company that God called you to? Are you working on that ministry? What are you doing each day to activate your destiny? Because as a woman, like I said, we are helpers. So we have to push him into his destiny, help push him into his greatness. So if he don't know what it is, we're just going to be wasting our time trying to get him to see his potential. Number 2 question is, how would you lead me? This is very important because, like I said, as a woman, we are to submit to our husbands. So we are to be helpers, and he is to cover us. So if his covering is by the understanding of this world and not of Christ, he's going to be leading you in some dark areas. He's going to be leading you not really knowing what he's doing. But a man of God that is in submission to Christ, get his understanding and knowledge from Jesus Christ, and get his wisdom from Jesus Christ, and understand that I am to submit to Jesus Christ because I have to cover my family. My family is my responsibility. So I have to get my understanding from Jesus Christ. He is a man that's going to be able to lead you into some great, wonderful places, because he understands that marriage is ministry, and marriage is to get the glory of Jesus Christ. So he understands that he has to cover you with the understanding of Christ. Number 1 question is very important, and then we'll be done. Very important. Number 1 question is, how is your relationship with Christ? If he's telling you, my relation, I go to church, my grandmom, she took me to church when I was 5. Now he's 30. So last time he been to church was 30 years ago. He's 25 years ago. So, my grandma took me to church when I was 5. I don't really go to church a lot, but I ain't religious and all that, but I do love God. I consider myself a Christian. Run for the hills. Run for the hills, because a godly man that is whole, cleansed, and know who he is will be able to explain that question and tell you, listen, I serve God. I love God with all my life. I have an intimacy with Christ. Because of God, I am saved. Because of God, I am pure. Because of God, I am who I am. So I need a woman that's going to be able to love God more than she loves me, because I'm going to love Christ, and I love Christ more than I love her. So ask that question: how is your relationship with Christ? And be willing to hear the answer. Be willing to hear the answer. Don't be scared of the answer, because this is exactly why so many people are in these relationships that God did not ordain you to be in, because you refuse to ask them, how is your relationship with my Father? We have to understand that having a godly relationship is way more important than having a relationship with us. If a man has no relationship with Christ, he's not going to be able to lead you into places that only a godly man will be able to take you. A man that is going by the understanding of this world is just going to be able to take you as far as this world will go. And we already know this world will fail you. We already know this world it's nothing good that comes out of the thinking of this world. So take the time. Really ask these questions, you guys. And it's a busload of other questions. These are just the top 5 ones that I will ask. And just really pray. If you really like this person, really want to be with this person, ask God, Lord, is this the one you have for me? And really listen to his answer. So I love you all. I pray this has helped someone. And I will see you next week. Thanks so much for your support. I love you. Bye. Everything I wanted, you got my